Welcome to FIFA 12 Ultimate Team, Making Money and Tips Part 3. This is going to be a different kind of making money guide. Basically what I'm going to do is show you how to look for players to buy and sell. So instead of just giving you a few players, which I've usually buy and sell, I'm going to actually teach you how to, or try and teach you how to look at the market and determine whether a player is good for buying and selling or not good for buying and selling. Okay, I'm not going to show you team of the week because that is in a separate video now. If you want to see it, look at my uploads. I will be uploading at the same time as I upload this, so should be available there. Okay, so basically we're going to go straight in to the market analysing. So first we're going to look at Barclays Premier League, then we're going to go to gold. I tend to go for a good formation, so I'll probably go for 4-4-2. 4-4-2 is very common and usually the prices deter around that. Okay, so we've got the Modric going for 51 grand, 51.5 grand. Got Welbeck going for 800. So what you do, once you find a good enough, you're looking at the current bid. Okay, you're looking at people. Alright, okay, so Ledley King, people are willing to put 2.1 bid on Ledley King on the 4-4-2 formation. So you know that if you get a Ledley King cheaper than that, you know it's probably going to be sold for 2.1k. But you shouldn't just go off one card. Okay, that is the key. You can't just look at that and say, oh, let's buy a load of Ledley Kings and have it 2.1k. No, you've got to research the player now. So once you find the player, let's go for Ledley King. Let's go to Tottenham. Let's go for centre back. Okay. Now let's look. It's 2.3 there. 5.5, but you're looking at the current bid still. Okay. You're looking at what he goes like. See, there's a grand there. So if you picked him up for a grand, I'd probably say he would sell for 1.5 to 2 grand. I'd probably put that sort of price tag on Ledley King, because some people list him for a grand, some people list him to £2, some 2 grand, some people list him for 2.5 grand. So I'd probably list him at 1.5 to 2 grand. Anything above that, you're taking a risk and may not sell. Okay, so that's let's do it with another player now. Okay, do you see what I did there? Though I found a player, I looked at him, he had a good bid on him, 2.1 grand. Then I went in and I researched the player, and you saw that there was other bids on that player around that price, and then there was one which is just a grand, which proves that there's some people selling them for cheaper. So you've got to go middle of the par pretty much. You go 1.5 to 2 grand, or 1 grand to 2 grand. Yeah, that is how, and that is pretty much the principle of analysing the market. You literally just do what I did. You look at people bidding, and then you research the player, see what he is going for, try and get the player cheap, and resell him for that value. And that is pretty much the basics of the market, and that's how you earn. And if you follow that rule, you will be rich in no time. Yeah, absolutely rich in no time. Okay, so let's do it with another player now. As I said, I tend to do it with a good formation, because good formation always sells well. Okay, so you're looking at the current bid. Okay, it's Balotelli, 4 grand. There we go, 4 grand. Yeah. So let's go for Balotelli then. Not all of them turn out to be good sellers. That's the thing. You've got to like 6.5, 3.2. 2 grand. See, he wasn't a very good deal because there was only one bid for 3.2 grand. So, and the rest of them are selling for 2 to 1 grand. So you you'd be putting a risk if you bought him and then resold him, because he might not sell for that price, so you could make a loss on him essentially. So you've got to be careful, and you've got to research. If you do not research, you run the risk of losing profit. Okay, that is the key here. That is the key, is researching the player. Look at what that player is going to. Another tip as well is always buy and sell on the same day. Try and sell him off on the same day that you get him, because each day the market changes. Each day more and more cards are opened, more packs are opened, which means more players are getting released every day, which means their value is going to go up or down, and it's just going to go like that. So you may get him on a high, next day it may be low, and you may lose a profit on him. Yeah, so you've got to keep looking at the market, analysing it. Don't fall into the trap and get loads of them, and then the next day you can't sell them. Always got to make sure that you've bought them and sell them on the same day if you can. This avoids any loss of profit. So let's just do it one more time. Hopefully this does help you, by the way. I hope you've learned something by this, and I hope you understand it. And if you don't understand, feel free to message me, seriously. I will try and help you best I can. If it's less than a grand, I tend to not bother with them, purely because it's not enough profit off them. Like, you can discard that for 300, so essentially you're making 50 profit. That's it. It's pointless, you know what I mean? Absolutely pointless. Let's see what 35 grand there. I'm gonna go for players generally under 5 grand to show you, because I don't expect you to have 35 grand on you. Okay, so 16 grand. I don't expect you to have 16 grand on you either, but 16 grand, 4-4-2 formation. So we're going to look at Essien. This is just an example. You don't have to use this guy, you can use any guy. No, he's not, he's not the midfielder. Chelsea. As you can see, 16 grand, I think. $24 grand. $22 grand. $26 grand. So that 16 grand could be quite a decent profit, but I don't think he would sell quick. The reason why is we looked at about 4 or 5 other Essians then, and they all didn't have bids on. Only one of them had the bid on, which shows that people are not actively bidding on that player. Okay, so there's 2 factors that you gotta look at. You gotta, one, make sure that other people are listing it for that price, and then try and get them cheaper and sell him at a profit. And the other factor that you got to look at is whether they're actively bidding on them, because that shows whether people are willing to buy them often or whether they're just buying them occasionally. And if they're buying them occasionally, it's not going to sell well, and you'll be in the trade pile for quite a while. Yeah. Okay, so that concludes FIFA 12 Ultimate Team Making Money and Tips episode 3, or part 3. I hope you enjoyed. Yep. I'll just show you my squad before thing. I'll show you what I spent my money on. Okay, so I got Podolski now. He's 83 rated overall. He's pretty good. He's got a pretty good shot on him. He's got 86 shot, 87 pace, 80 dribbling. Very good guy. Who else haven't I showed you? Oh, I also got Kyle Walker. I don't think I had him last time. He's got 93 pace. He's really good. He plays for Tottenham. Really good. really fast pacey. If you have him and Clichy either side, pacey defenders. Did I have Nilmar last time? I'm not sure whether I had Nilmar last time, but I got him. Ramirez, I bought Ramirez. I'm not sure whether I had him last time, I can't remember. And obviously my Neymar's injured. So yeah, that concludes this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please rate, comment and subscribe. I shall release another video next week. I'll be uploading a gameplay video soon as well, which shows his which shows a cock up by this player here, Clichy, but it's quite funny to watch, so I'll upload that later. Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye.